Hello, friends, welcome back to Archana's Chit Chat. So, our today's topic of chit chat is dealing with complicated situations in life. I know I'm revisiting this topic for y'all since the last time I presented it. I was stuttering throughout the video with a constant filler, and I totally understand why I was doing that. That was because I wasn't really prepared with my content, although I got a good appreciation from a few of y'all of that content and the topic, but I decided to redo it so that I don't stutter this time and the communication is clear and the message is passed on clearly as well. Well, I would also like to tell you that we as Indian origins, we as the people of India, often tend to use some common pillars while speaking English because we are not the native speakers of English, and it's quite common to use such fillers while speaking because we come with an exceptional diversity and culture of languages. And although English is spoken widely across India and outside India as well, for us English becomes a foreign language. Now let's come back to our today's topic of complicated situations in life. Before coming back to the topic of complicated situations, I would once again like to tell you all about my academic and professional background of the last 1 decade. I completed BSc in Mathematics from Pune University, and I also completed Masters in Personal Management, which is a specialization in HR, also from Pune University. After that, I started working as an HR and I gained almost 7 years of work experience into HR, wherein I came across a lot of diverse set of people, and to understand the psychology of people, it became easier for me to analyze those situations. And in 2018, I took admission in MA in Education in a beautiful place called Azim Premji University in Bangalore. And since this is 2020, we would be called as a Corona year pass out batch. Besides my previous experience into HR, my interest in the area of human psychology got tremendously developed in this course of 2 years of MA education as well. Hence, let's now get back to the topic of dealing with complicated situations in life. I would once again like to distribute this topic of complicated situations in 3 major parts of our life, that is home, family, personal or love relationships, and the third being professional. And I would be putting across the same scenarios in front of you all under the topic of complicated situations, since those are the common day-to-day scenarios that we often come across in our life. So to begin with, home or family. Home or family are an extremely important part of our life and growth, and that impacts our overall mental health as well. So to take some examples from the family of some complicated situations, we can consider the existence of a family member who is somewhat a difficult person to deal with, and they come with certain characteristics which are usually not very easy to deal with. And what are those characteristics? That person could be dominating, the person could be selfish, person looks for extreme importance, and they often want some of their needs to be fulfilled by hook or by crook, and these are mostly psychological or emotional needs. They often tend to integrate all the events of the family with their life, and they tend to drag entire attention towards their needs. So the concern is not limited to this. It's understood that they are dominating, they are selfish, they need extreme importance, and these are their needs, psychological and emotional needs of gaining attention from the family members. But the conflict arises when they are not ready to give back that kind of respect to the family members or kind of importance to the family members that is required from them as well. So they don't generally want to give back what they are asking for, and that's the point of conflict that arises. So what can be done in such a situation? I guess such a situation can be handled by emotionally distancing ourselves from this particular person. And what is emotional distance? What is emotionally distancing us from this particular person? What we can do is we can try and keep our conversations minimum. This does not mean that we are escaping that situation, but what it means is we are trying to divert our attention to more important things in life rather than completely focusing on what exactly is this person asking for or needing. Although those needs, everybody's needs are important, but we can't keep pushing ourselves beyond a limit to fulfill somebody's needs which are not reasonable. So what we can do is we can emotionally distance ourselves from this particular person and try to focus on more important and beautiful things in life. We can focus on our passion, our love for other things, our love for some adventures. So that way we can try and cope up with this situation, this complicated situation, by emotionally distancing from this particular person. Now moving to the next important part of our life, that is personal or love relationships. I know this is an interesting area of life to deal with, but we come across a lot of complicated situations in this area of life as well, and it becomes really difficult to deal with certain aspects of this part of our life also. So to keep up with some complications, not exactly to keep it up, as in not exactly to live with those complicated situations, but to deal with those complicated situations, we need to first identify those subtle signs, those signals which often lead to a complicated relationship, which lead to some extreme difficulties in our personal or love relationships also. So what happens is, when we are young, we often tend to go with the flow in a relationship. We tend to ignore those signals for the sake of that relationship. And how is that relationship complicated? How to identify that it is a complicated relationship is, we have to first start identifying those subtle signs, those signals given by the person in the relationship. It could be either of the persons in the relationship. So what happens is, this particular person, a complicated person in a relationship, will often tend to isolate the other person, isolate the person he or she is in a relationship with, to drag the entire attention towards themselves. That's once again similar to a complicated situation in the family or the home. But here it's more about the, you can say more about the obsession, self-obsession, or a particular obsession towards this relationship or that other person. So what happens is, this person will often try to cover the other person's space by not allowing them to explore all the areas of life. So they're somewhere insecure that this person whom they are in relationship with might leave them or might find a better partner in life. So they don't really want to look beyond their own needs of this relationship, and that's how they behave in a relationship and make it more complicated for the other person. What can be done to deal with this kind of a complication is, in my view, it's always good to talk it out. It's mostly a discussion basically. Because you can't really go and start arguing with the other person in a relationship about certain aspects of it which are complicated. So what best can be done is, the person who is facing this complication in a relationship can definitely reach out to the other person in relationship and talk it out, discuss with them about the issues in a relationship. If they understand it, that it's really nice, but if they do not understand it, it's always, I would like to say, it's a harsh reality that it's always better to quit that relationship and move forward in life, because sticking to such complicated relationships will lead to major complications in life. And these kind of people in relationship are also suspicious. They often have some suspicions in their mind towards something. And they are suspicious not just because they are possessive about the other person. It could also be because they themselves might be cheating on the other person. And it could be any kind of cheating. It could be cheating in a relationship. It could be cheating financially. And that's how they tend to cover it up, by being suspicious to the other person. Cheating financially or in relationships. Now the last and the most important part of our lives is professional life. So this is the space, workplace is the space where we often come across some major complications of life, and it gets really difficult to deal with these complications because there are a lot of other aspects associated with this area of our life, and we cannot really go beyond our capacity to deal with these kind of problems, because there are many aspects of it that we have to first look into. So what kind of complicated situations we often face in a workplace? We can take a scenario of a complicated boss who often takes the credit of all the work done by the team or the talented person in the team. So this complicated boss is trying to micromanage the good professionals of the team. And what is micromanaging basically? Micromanaging is to manage each and every activity of the professional in the team. And that sort of gives a feeling of some kind of surveillance over the team members. And in fact, there are some team members who would be really close to this boss as well, who tends to take credit of all the work done by the team. And those team members are the close alleys of the boss, of this complicated boss, and that tends to create an extremely negative environment for a hard-working individual of the team. So what happens in such scenarios? The person who is really working hard and trying to achieve through his or her good work often tends to suffer because of the negative environment created by the other team members. And how to deal with this kind of a situation? How to deal with this kind of a complicated situation? It is important to first understand what is important to do in such a situation. It is important to raise the cause. It's not about simply raising the voice, but it is also about raising the cause. And what kind of cause is it? It is basically the cause of anti-harassment. While I was working in some organizations, I don't really remember if there were any there was any good anti-harassment cell to reach out to in case of such complications. But I guess nowadays the organizations are open to the idea of keeping anti-harassment cells in the organization. So what can a person do? The person who is facing complications can do is write a mail to either the same boss or to someone who can be trusted. Of course, not all can be trusted in a team, in the office space, because there are situations of gossips also, and that's something which I personally don't like to promote. But yeah, it becomes really difficult to avoid such gossip situations also, because coming across gossipers in a workplace is quite common. And writing a mail is to basically document it, and if the person has a written format of the concern, it becomes easier to further go ahead and raise the cause in the anti-harassment division. The person can definitely say that he or she tried to reach out to the boss or reach out to a person to discuss about the complication, but did not get the right kind of response. And that could at least somewhere help the person in resolving the concern, in resolving the complication to some extent. It will obviously involve a lot of other issues also. Obviously, the person need not go and start arguing or take a tiff with somebody there. He or she can definitely go methodically about it and reach out to the right kind of division to resolve the concern. So friends, these are the kind of complicated situations which I thought of covering in our today's topic. I hope this was really helpful to most of y'all, and if you liked this topic, if you liked the video, do subscribe to my channel for more such interesting chats and talks and more such sensitive topics to discuss. And if you have any feedbacks about today's topic, the comment section is all yours. Do type in the comments, do let me know how you found it, and let me know the suggestions. Thank you so much for watching. Do like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel.